All right. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in, Nagy Nation. So great to have you back. Felt like the bye week that would never end, but it was sort of happy because of the way that the Browns looked against the Bengals in that Week 8 Monday night game. They're back. They're a little bit healthier here today, and now it feels like a 3-game mini season before that guy right there, number 4, is on his way back to the Browns. Back from his awesome trip to Hawaii, I got Kit on the mic. Kit, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Glad to be back. I do have a little bit of a head cold of some sort, so hacking a bit. Hopefully I won't catch any of those on mic. I'll try to mute myself out so you don't hear it. But big matchup here, obviously. Browns with a little bit of momentum coming off both a bye week and that big beatdown of the Bengals. If they can really build that consistency, if the self-scout went well, if they're able to build that confidence and that consistency into this game, then certainly like this matchup. I think the Browns have a very dangerous team and match up well on both sides, but obviously the Dolphins are awfully dangerous, so we can't take them lightly.
They absolutely are. Welcome in, Mason. Welcome in, Chris G. Let's get this thing going. And Cade York will boot this one off into the sweltering Miami air, potentially. And it's going to be taken up to about the 19-yard line by Jeff Wilson Jr. So here we go. Tua. Man, it feels like a long time ago when we were having all of that concussion talk with him and the way that all kind of ended up happening. But he's back, and he continues to run the ship here in Miami, and again, tons and tons of speed on the outside with Waddle and Hill, and he does a good job of getting the ball to him quick. Let's see how the Browns match up against it. Clowney and Garrett anchoring the line again. No JOK in this one, but Denzel Ward is back in the game. To a 3-step drop. He'll go quickly over the middle. Caught. That's going to be Tyreek Hill. Falls out on the first play of the game, and the Browns, I think, fell on it. They did. Greg Newsome. Well, that's one way to start the game.
Yeah, it certainly is. Browns finding a loose ball there, just jarring it loose there, and you can see he clearly made that football play, possessed the ball, lost it as he was going to the ground, lost it in that first contact, and that's a great way to start.
Absolutely, that would be a great way to start. Hey, Earl, welcome in, and go Browns. Again, let's look at the simulated statistics for Jacoby as we force win and lose the results of the games in these first 9 weeks of our season. All right, so Brissett is going to start with Chubb and Hunt on either side of him. No David Njoku in this one as well, but Wyatt Teller is back. They're going to set up screen to the right side to Kareem. He's got blockers to the 20, spinning past the 20 to the 15 to the 10, 5, touchdown Browns! 30-yard screen pass on play number 1, and the Browns strike first in Hard Rock Stadium.
Well, the defense did it, so the offense comes out and does it the same way. Just wow. What an explosive play to start for the offense as well. And Kareem Hunt here, watch this little spin move to the outside, just sees the defender coming up to make a play. Unfortunately, Madden's going to cut out the best part because of what it likes to do. But sees the defender coming, projects his trajectory, and then just makes a nasty little spin move to get out of harm's way and sneak his way up the sideline for the touchdown. Nice move.
Not sure what we're looking at there, but nice move indeed. 16 seconds into the game, the Browns lead 7-0. Hey, Fellegren. Hey, Bo. It has been a while. Good to have you on, my friend.
Yeah,
that bye week feels like a month sometimes.
Only way to do that one, there's only really 2 ways to do that one faster. Kick return for a touchdown off the initial kick, and if you receive the kick, then just throw in a bomb on play 1. But you can't do it much quicker than that.
No, gosh. Feels like just giving us a 7-0 lead to start the game. We'll take it. Indeed, we will take it. All right, Tua, completion number 2 over the middle, but this one will be... Did he go down to a knee? Cedric Wilson, I'm not sure what happened there against some of the injuries. I'm not sure why they're showing us the notable inactives.
Yeah, I think they just ruled forward progress on that.
Nope, they sure did. 5-yard gain.
But I thought for a minute that one could have been intercepted as well.
Here's Tua. Quick little throw to the right side. Browns pursue quickly, and Denzel sticks his nose in there to set up a 3rd and 2. Taki also in the area.
Yeah, Fellegren, go back and watch it. It's pretty fun. It's a little screen pass to Kareem Hunt that is just really fun.
Indeed it is. 3rd and 2. They'll give it up the middle to Jeff Wilson, and he'll get blown up. Deion Jones, the new Browns middle linebacker, blows that play up. And a 3 and out for the Dolphins here after turning the ball over on their first possession.
Yeah, defense really off to a hot start. Obviously, you can't say anything less for the offense. They're certainly off to a hot start too. But love to see more of that here on drive 2.
Absolutely, got to continue to build on that momentum. Punt up into the air, nice punt. Going to be taken by Peoples-Jones at about the 20, and he'll spin out of one tackle and then down to the ground at the 29-yard line. And so Brissett, one throw, 30 yards, 1 touchdown. He's got to have a perfect quarterback rating, I would guess, at this point in the game.
Yep, I'm sure he does. But I'll tell you, the Browns certainly look feisty. They came to play.
Yes, they did. 13 personnel. They'll run behind it. Kareem Hunt breaks one tackle and then shoulder shoves nobody. If he would have scooted through that hole, he might still be running.
I know. I almost thought for a minute we were going to see a second Hunt go for a touchdown.
That was wild. They'll give it to Dearness Johnson, who checks into the game, and he breaks tackles up near the 39-yard line, sets up 3rd and inches.
And man, you cannot overstate the riches there in that running back room. I mean, Dearness Johnson is a great running back, and we saw it right there. It's true. It is absolutely true. He is so good.
Yes, he is. Here's a tight end on the other side. They'll give it to Chubb. His first touch, and he's through the hole for 6. Give it 7 and a first down, Browns, and they are doing whatever they want on offense right now here. And it's been primarily on the ground plus 1 screen pass. Brissett hasn't thrown the ball past the line of scrimmage yet.
Nope, sure hasn't.
Back to pass here. This time they're setting it up again, right side. It's Kareem again. He's going to get chased from behind. Actually tried to break the tackle. They'll pick up a very, very loud 2 yards there. Kind of a short arm to throw a little bit. He didn't catch it in stride. Here comes Kareem inside zone, breaking tackles near the first down again, and the Browns look very peppy and enthusiastic.
They sure do. I like the hurry up offense early in this one too.
Keeping them on their toes. Kareem again, cutting the hole, first down. Jalen Phillips will bring him to the ground. Of course, the big picture on this side of the ball for the Dolphins, of course, is the trade that they made to pick up Bradley Chubb and then gave him a crap ton of money. So for those of you playing along on the Is Andrew Berry a Genius game, another point for him, because now Bradley Chubb basically has the same amount of deal as Myles Garrett has remaining.
Yeah.
Which is like 5 years and $120 million or something. So just ridiculous how those deals get pretty.
Yep. But at the
pretty palatable pretty quickly.
But at the same time, you know, Denver had Bradley Chubb and got a really good look at him. So there's a reason why Bradley Chubb isn't with Denver anymore. And I'd have to think that was probably both. It was probably overpaid.
Well, these teams with their quarterbacks on rookie deals are going to do that. Here's Dearness again to the right side. He's got another nice run for 5. It was a nice throw to Harrison Bryant we missed there again. We may need to see him step up with the Chief ruled out for this week. But the Browns driving nicely. No worries, Keith. We're glad to have you on. Here's a handoff up the middle. Nick Chubb, first down and more to the 20-yard line. The Browns very, very balanced, but running the ball extremely hard and well to start this game.
Yeah, and Keith, the really explosive and fun start to this game. So worth going back to watch the first few moments of this game.
The very first Browns play on offense and on defense were both pretty fun.
Yes.
Brissett back to pass, straight drop on 1st and 10. He'll fire over the middle, caught and nope, dropped in traffic. That's Pharaoh Brown, who is on the receiving end of it now. They'll spread it out and go 4 wide. But they'll run it up the middle with Chubb. He'll stick his foot in the ground. He'll break through the tackle of Emmanuel Ogbah, former Brown, and up to the 16. Sets up a very manageable 3rd and 6. And if you saw Van Pelt's presser, 3rd and 6 is the magic number for the Browns this year.
Yes, it is.
Brissett back of the end zone, and Cooper went up high but couldn't bring it down, and that will be Cade York time. Here's the Browns will need to settle for 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the taking a shot there in that kind of spot. Again, 3rd and 6. They've got all of the playbook at their disposal there. They don't need to go to the end zone. They really just need to move the sticks. So a stick route, another screen pass would have been okay. Maybe even a delayed handoff. But Nick Chubb, obviously, you can trust him. I mean, he averages 6 yards a carry. So.
Yes, he does. All right, Wilson is up to the 20. And the Dolphins offense One completion to Tyreek Hill, who fumbled it immediately, and then a 3-and-out has been their offense to this point. So we'll see how they can do now. 3-step drop again for Tua. He'll throw it over the middle into traffic. Ward right on the hip of Jalen Waddle, but he'll complete the catch for 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
Keith, to answer your question there, I don't think you're going to see mostly dime. You'll see some dime, obviously, but I think you'll see quite a bit of big nickel. You'll see just regular nickel as well, and then you'll see some dime. Probably the bulk of it is going to be between those, very few in the base, just based on its Miami. So, but I expect to see more of the big nickel and nickel looks than you're going to see dime.
First down after the incompletion to Tyreek Hill is Raheem Mostert, of course, the former 49er running back, following his offensive coordinator, Mike McDaniel, to Miami. One of the fastest running backs in terms of the straight line 40-time speed, because they just have speed for days here on this Dolphins team. They'll give it to Mostert again up the middle, and he's going to run right into Deion Jones. Brings him down. Shotgun here on a 5-wide. Quick little slant across the middle, and the Browns are there to pick it up quickly before Wilson can disengage and turn on some of the jets that he possesses as well. Another free agent pickup in the offseason for them, Cedric Wilson. Now Tua back to pass. Left hand zed across the middle, caught by Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle. They're both superstars. I got my superstars mixed up, and Waddle completes it to the 38-yard line. That's a first down and the first time they have been in Browns territory.
Yeah, they're so dangerous to the middle of the field like that. You mentioned earlier in this game that Tua likes to get the ball out of his hands. It's not just for the rush. Those guys will outrun his arm if he waits too long.
Oh, that's fair. Right side, caught by Hill, and Denzel's able to save a touchdown there. Had to slow down long enough to catch the football. Otherwise, if that thing's in stride, Hill is gone. We know that.
Yes, sir.
Good pressure coming from Miles, but again, Tua getting it out of his hands quickly.
Right, well, and that's the challenge, too. I mean, how many throws has he had this season where it's just been woefully underthrown and pass interference calls or Tyreek having to come way back to the ball or Waddle having to come way back to the ball? They make a lot of those catches anyway and or pick up the flag, but that's, Bo and Zagura both talk about how you feel like you drop 13 or so of the NFL starting quarterbacks into this roster, and you've got a huge dynamo.
Yep. Tua left side end zone, caught and held on to, touchdown. Dolphins, they're on the board, and it's Tyreek. He does a little backflip for fun there. The other thing too is, they can take a 3-yard slant to the house in a blink of an eye.
Oh yeah. Well,
so you don't have to throw it very far for that either.
It's because those two are. Waddle is 90 to 95% of what Tyreek Hill is, and the same type of receiver. They're both blazingly fast, but they're also both precision route runners and very quick, and they can move. By quickness I mean your start time. So your quick jerk to be able to go from 0 to 100, if you will. How quickly can you get to that? Both of those guys can do that incredibly quickly. And then their top end speed, of course, is also blazing. So all of those things combined makes for a very dynamic duo.
Here comes Nick Chubb, speaking of a dynamic duo, and he's going to pick up 16 on the first handoff of this drive again after the Dolphins have a nice drive to take it all the way down. Still in the first quarter here in Miami. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you, Nagy on Sports, with our official beginning of our Week 10 sim here on the channel. Well, Fellegren, they're trying to continue to make it more and more realistic, and Miles getting held every play would make the game more realistic.
True.
Shotgun for Brissett. Now he's got 4 wide, but he'll give it up the middle to Kareem. I like how they're spreading them out and then handing it off to their running backs, creating space. It's been a nice strategy so far.
Yep, and they've certainly been keeping it on the ground quite a bit to establish that run game early here in this game.
And there he is again. Nick Chubb will just pick up 2 this time, but he's able to get the first down, and they cross the midfield stripe. 1st and 10, new set of downs. Brissett once again in a shotgun. They'll give it up the middle one more time. He'll try to stretch it to the outside. Now back to the middle. Now he'll break a tackle across the 45 to the 43, and Kareem Hunt running hard now, 5 carries, 26 yards, and of course that 30-yard screen pass touchdown.
Yeah, and that last one, I think he ended up doing a lot more work than he really had to. Didn't really follow his blockers that well or find the hole, because he probably could have hit that quite a bit cleaner and done a lot less work. Still, I mean, nice yardage, though, out of it.
Absolutely. 3rd and 4. Oh, what a little throw out of the backfield to Kareem. Blitz was right in Brissett's face. He felt it well, dumped it off, easy first down, and that's how the first quarter will come to a close. 10-7 Browns here in Miami. Great start to the game.
Yep, just very calm under pressure there, right in his face, but finds his outlet just like you ask him to do, and picks up some nice yardage out of the vacancy from the blitz.
Here comes Chubb right up the middle, and he's able to shove Roberts to the ground, but Christian Wilkins, the big defensive lineman, had a piece of him as well, and he will get no gain, so they'll spread him out now. 5 wide receivers, but here comes Chubb. They'll give him a little pop pass across the middle, and he says, "Sit down, Bradley Chubb." That's his cousin.
Now, to be fair, he didn't meet that cousin until he was in high school or something, I think.
Right. But still, that's number 2. That's Bradley, a little Chubb on Chubb crime.
That's right.
That was wild. He gets 5 yards, which certainly makes that 2-yard loss that was going to happen if it wasn't Nick Chubb. I like that little motion to Chubb, and then they throw the pop pass, and now Brissett will take a big sack. Raekwon Davis, former Alabama Crimson Tide defensive tackle, will bring him down, and that's a big loss, and that may put him out of York range. Or not. 57.5 here for Cade.
Well, I hope they boosted his leg strength.
Kick is up. Kick is... I don't know. They haven't shown it to us yet. What are they? Looks like they have him pulling it just wide left. He had plenty of leg, though. And that one is going to be wide left. You're going to give the Dolphins a really, really good field position right at their own 48. Hopefully a lot, Earl. Hopefully a lot. Left side. Ooh, thought maybe Greedy was going to jump it. Takes down Tyreek right away. 6-yard catch. Double tight end left side. Tua turn around, give it to Mostert up the middle, first down. And he'll get thrown back towards the marker by Togiai, but the damage was done, and a first down. Dolphins now inside the Browns 40. Yeah, I don't know why he felt like he had to run way backwards to take that sack, Fellegren. Like, if you're going to eat it, just eat it or throw the ball out of bounds. And
yeah, that's a madness.
15 extra yards. It is a madness.
A very frustrating madnism.
A short throw there. Another 9. That's Jalen Waddle on the other end. 2nd and 1. Tua under center. He'll pitch it. They'll try to go wide to the left side. And a sweet little juke move from Mostert. As Greedy Williams will not want to watch that one back.
No.
As Mostert makes him look silly, and a first down now inside the 30 for the Dolphins. They're driving once again, fresh off their touchdown drive. Another short throw, complete to the 20. That's Mostert out of the backfield, and Ronnie Harrison is there to bring him down. But they're getting 6-7 yards per short throw right now. Need a sack or another turnover here for the defense, or at least try to hold them to the field goal. But there's another first down now inside the 15 to the 14 for Mostert. Turn around, give it up the middle again, and we're going to have a flag. Not sure where that came out. Holding? Hey, holding. On the right tackle. Brandon Shell, the guilty party, back him up 10. So there you go. They actually called a hold. I formation again. Browns show 8 in the box. They'll try to run against the 8-man box, and Jeff Wilson not getting much there. Now 2nd and 18. Deion Jones there with Greg Newsome. Looks like lined up in the slot as well. They'll give it up the middle. Deion Jones pursues well again, and Clowney also right there, shutting him down. Big 3rd and 18 now for the defense. Tua takes the shotgun snap. 4-man rush for the Browns. Miles is coming, and they're going to get home. Jordan Elliott gets half the credit as well. And the Browns defense holds up in the red zone. And they will force a Jason Sanders field goal attempt. Miles started it. Elliott ended it.
Yeah, who shows up in the clutch but Myles Garrett? He is so good at that, finding a way to make his impact felt on games, and that's a great example of it. He does that kind of thing where you got to have it, you need something, force this field goal. That's a big stop.
Absolutely. Hey, A&B, welcome in. And yes, absolutely a big stop. They'll take the 3 there anytime. 10-10 now. And the Browns need to try to revamp up the offense a little bit after that opening touchdown play. They've run the ball well, but that red zone sacks kind of stalled them out. And then they have a field goal, so that's a missed field goal, a made field goal, and a touchdown. So they've been in the red zone all 3 times. Brissett with the dreaded red zone sack.
Yeah, the
all right.
Running backwards one.
Yes, the actual, that shades of Madden 20 or something there.
Yep.
Here he goes again, running backwards, and he'll take the sack all the way down to the 7. Emmanuel Ogba, former Brown, 12-yard loss. Got to feel that backside pressure. Running back on either side, they'll give it to Chubb. He's up the middle to the 10. Now it gets thrown across the 15. Nice run for Chubb, but it's still 3rd and 14.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be.
Hey, Diablo, welcome in. Back to pass, Brissett. He's against the 4-man rush. Should take care of it. They throw it short to the right side. That's Demetric Felton, who is lined up as a receiver, and Xavier Howard throws him to the ground. No catch. And a 3-and-out for the Browns defense, again, aided by that Brissett sack. Ooh, Vikings, Buffalo, 7-1, 6-2. That'll be a good game. Nice punt again for Bojorquez. Oop, juke move, second juke move. Watch out, here comes Hill, right side of the 50. And then Tyreek will go down. D'Anthony Bell was over there. Thought maybe for a second we might see a return touchdown, but we do not. All right, momentum just right up the middle there. 10-10, Miami has scored on their last 2 drives.
Although it certainly doesn't.
504, welcome in.
Certainly doesn't feel like the same game if it's Case Keenum as opposed to Allen, because
it sure doesn't.
Is questionable at best.
Yeah. Although if he wants to play this week and get nicked back up for next week, that's fine with me.
Yep.
How funny would that be? The Case Keenum Bowl.
That would be ironic.
3rd and 2 now. Browns really need to stop here. 2 in the pistol. Ace formation either side. Browns put 7 in the box now. They'll turn around, run it, and Clowney is right there, reads it well. And that's a big TFL for Jadeveon Clowney, and the Browns are going to force a punt here. Great response.
Yeah, playing right into his strength. Clowney is so good at this. He sheds his blocker just like that so quickly, and then in the backfield disrupting the play almost at the mesh point. That was textbook.
Sure was. I don't know, Diablo. Probably just a coincidence. I mean, certainly more than just one player played much better the last couple of weeks. Their pass rush has been better. Their run defense has been better. So here's a little throw and a drag route. Whoa, horse collar, sir, where's the flag?
Right.
7 yards. People-Jones gets roped to the ground.
Well, I'd heard. Speaking of Denzel, I'd heard some rumblings potentially that there was some personal life something or other going on for him that's not being advertised. That's going on. So which may have affected his play so far this season. Now, on the other hand, the fact that he just got out of the concussion protocol, has had 3 weeks to sit down, and hopefully he's excited to get back, and maybe not just hopefully he's fully healed and ready to play, but maybe he's got his mind right too for whatever it was that was going on. If it's still going on, I don't know.
Yep, and Brissett unfortunately will throw that one incomplete. And Browns are going to have to punt. So a couple of struggles here on their drives. Kudos to the Dolphins defense for making the adjustments, and now Bojorquez will left foot this thing up again into the air. Another nice punt, and this time they're able to swallow up Tyreek before he can make anybody miss and look silly. So after a really exciting and back and forth first quarter, this second quarter is kind of ground to a halt now with just 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, defense is making some adjustments here.
Yes, they have. Pressure coming over the middle. Again, wide open is Tyreek Hill. Breaks a tackle, and then he'll get swarmed by the brown jerseys. But he's all the way up to the 44-yard line. Tua now 14 of 16 for a $136 to start this game. So he has been accurate, but again, on mostly short passes. Stretch it to the left side. He's got the hole. Nice little cut there. That's the way that stretch is supposed to play. They blocked it up nicely following the all-pro left tackle, Teron Armstead, who didn't practice today, so maybe he's a little nicked up too. Their all-pro left tackle that they got from the Saints. Yes, 504. We know JOK and the Chief are out, and they are both not in this game right now. Second and 9. Tua out of a shotgun. 4-man rush. Now they break free. Now he's going to run for his life, and he'll throw it out of bounds, but Jacoby will not. 3rd and 9.
Well, I still dislike how he runs backwards first to throw it out of bounds. Quit running backwards. That's not helping anyone.
Pellegrin wants a pick 6. Oh, he's going to get it right there! What a throw! Right to JJ3. He's not going to get a pick 6, but he'll get a pick. And Pellegrin had literally called for it. Well done. Well done, Pellegrin. Browns are going to get the football in a 2-minute drive upcoming.
Yeah, just an ugly throw there from Tua.
Yep.
I think he just missed the defender kind of sitting in the lane, and unfortunately for him, that was easy pickings.
Yep. Nice out route there to do David Bell. Right, Diablo, and I agree with all of that, but I don't think any of that has to do with the fact that that your number 1 corner was out, that it suddenly got better. 2nd and 10 now. Blitz coming. No blitz 3. Picked off. He threw it right into him. Cooper had no chance. And that's Joel with a really long last name that starts with an I, and I can't pronounce it. But he picked him off. And now they're going to give the Dolphins the football right back here with a chance to do their own 2-minute drive. Looked like he was the receiver, didn't it?
Yep, sure did. He really put it on the wrong side of Cooper. He needed to shade the inside of that route or not throw that ball.
Yeah, literally just stood right there, and Cooper ran the route right at the defender. So here we go, 146 now. First turnover for the Browns. Little pump fake and now a quick drag across the middle to Cedric Wilson. And they'll go no huddle, no timeout taken just yet. Yes, it was a bad throw, Pellegrin. I'm with you. Hipped over the middle. Maybe. Maybe. I guess if you're gonna pick the 8 games to be good, I guess you pick the latter half of the season. Versus if they played great for 8 weeks and then crappy for 8 weeks. I think there was certainly some more going on, some leadership things. You know, people like Miles calling guys out for not working at home, and learning how to be professionals. And
young team. I mean, there's a lot of that learning how to be a pro. That is kind of there's an inculcation period that goes where the older vets, the guys that have been around for a while, know how it's done. There's a reason why they're still in the NFL. They take those guys under their wings and kind of show the rook and the younger players how it's done, and we needed some of that.
Nice little throw up the seam, and that's Schwartz, and he caught it. First down, Browns, and they'll call their timeout. Hey, LCC, welcome in. You're very welcome. Our pleasure. And yes, I think JJ3 getting the green dot, he personally looked way, way more engaged in the Bengals game. So I don't know if that has just to do with like, hey, I'm responsible now. I got to play my game. I don't know. Up in the air,
nice
caught, and then knocked out by his helmet when Peoples-Jones brought the ball down, but we're going to get PI on the play. Xavier Howard, one of the best corners in the league, is going to get called for it, and he's the one who was in the coverage of Peoples-Jones.
And he's been having a strangely off season, as good as he is. I mean, the speculation out there is that dude got paid, so so now he's just kind of coasting.
Well, I mean, there's been some of that speculation about Denzel, frankly.
Yeah.
Schwartz with 2 catches on this drive now, 38 yards. What is happening? Yeah, I agree, Mason. He was great in that game. Now they're going to try to stretch it to the right side. I'm not sure what you're doing, trying to set up the field goal here? What is that? What was that?
I don't get it.
Well, they're going to call the timeout with 10 seconds and trot Cade York onto the field now, but you could have taken another shot there.
Yeah, but go figure. The whole situational football is not a strength of the game here in
41-yarder for York. Kick is up, and it is good. Browns will take a 3-point lead, presumably into halftime here, as the Dolphins will have just about enough time to return the kick, and then that will be it. So again, we thought after the first quarter it was maybe going to be a big, high-scoring affair, but both defenses really tightened up here with just 3 points scored in the second quarter. Maybe 6. Maybe Miami's field goal was also in this quarter. And Tua will just take a knee, and that'll take us to halftime. (13-10) Browns with the lead here. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We got Phil Nagy, we got Kit Nagy. We are Nagy on Sports. Again, appreciate also your patience during the bye week. Not a lot going on, and some busy things. And Kit was in Hawaii vacationing / working. So good to be back. Good to get back into a rhythm. We'll also have a Keys to the Game video for you tomorrow as well. So make sure you check that out. And we're back half of the season here for the Browns. We're going to need it.
We are.
To be in high octane and to make these sims, but also the real games at the end of the year count. 13-10, and we did. We ran the ball super well in the first half, and then you're right, they kind of went away from it, Fellegren, and Brissett kept taking sacks. He'll throw one on the sideline, knocked out of bounds. Peoples-Jones didn't have a chance as he's now 10 of 17. He's really struggled here with about his last 10 throws. Now here's a pistol look, and they give it to Chubb. Left side, he breaks the first tackle, but there's 2 other white jerseys there, and Chubb will actually lose a yard there. Agba and Jerome Baker, go Bucks, in the vicinity. And now they'll spread it out 5 wide. 3rd and 11. Oop, they shift things and bring Demetric Felton into the back. Pistol look. And they'll throw out of it. Blitz coming from around the backside. Brissett's got time. Fires left side and like 12 yards out of bounds. Yuck. And Bajorquez in a 3 and out for the Browns. Yes. Too much brisket is too much. And that one's going to be fair caught at the 35, and so back onto the field. 2 of the Dolphins, no double dip for the Browns in this one, even though it was a half dip with the field goal first. Here comes Mostert up the middle, and he'll get about 5 or 6 yard gain. He's quietly up to 42 yards, averaging over 4 a pop, and now they'll go empty. Come on, defense. We need another stop here. Zip it over the middle, knocked away. Deion Jones thought maybe he could have picked it, but he swats it away. Now a big 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I thought he had a great opportunity at that one. I guess he didn't like what he saw. He just elected to swat it.
Over the middle and wide open again, sitting down in the middle of that zone. Jalen Waddle, first down, Dolphins. Like Delpit was the one in the vicinity. (13-10). Back to pass against the 4-man rush. Zipping it again. Wide open over the middle. It's Tyreek. It feels like they're running about the same 2 darn plays. Waddle and Hill about 8 to 9 yards right down the middle of the field. They're exposing the Browns right now.
No, I missed that, Mason.
Yes, I did as well. As Mike McDonald looks on from the sideline now. 1st and 10. They're up to the 32-yard line, driving nicely. Browns need to stop. They're going to blitz right up the middle, and Brissett looked like he was trying to throw a quick little out route, but Deion Jones got there in a hurry. And incomplete. Now they'll run Mostert up the middle. Big hole. First down to the 20. Gets about 14 yards before he's touched by John Johnson.
Yeah, the middle in particular is what they like to take advantage of with these receivers and tight ends. That's kind of their bread and butter, especially with the limitations for Tua. So that's what they try to do.
Here he is again. Now he'll roll. Now he'll fire back to the end zone. Open touchdown, and we got a penalty flag as Hill does another backflip. What's going to be the flag? Cameraman looks at Garrett, and that's because apparently he roughed Tua after the throw, so the touchdown will count. And the Dolphins will take their first lead of the day.
That penalty is declined.
And they're going to decline the penalty.
Weird under the stands view.
Yes, gets a couple of those tonight.
Yeah.
16-13 now. Jason Sanders' kick pending. It's up and it is good. 17-13 now. So Brissett and company need to get something going on offense again. And for me, it would start with that diversity of the run game that they showed us in that first quarter. That would be a nice place to start, as Dearness Johnson will take a knee. Even he's got 2 carries averaging over 6 yards a pop.
I mean, this team is built for that. They open up the passing lanes by running the ball. That is so important that they keep that run game going, because they are not going to be nearly as successful as other teams trying to pass the ball if they're not successfully running it.
That time they run Chubb right into a heavy box in that split zone play that I hate. I need to take it out of the playbook because it never works. Where the tight end tries to crack across the middle and get somebody, and it just never works because he doesn't end up blocking anybody. And they tried to throw a tight end screen to Pharaoh Brown, maybe?
That was weird. Just really poor execution.
Yep, and here we are again now on a 3rd and long, and you're going to give Bradley Chubb and Emmanuel Ogbah a chance to tee off. Brissett, now he'll fire over the middle. Caught by the wrong color jersey, and that's Jerome Baker from Ohio State. And a first down now inside the 30 for the Dolphins, and they're gaining a lot of momentum quickly as well. What is Brissett doing?
I don't know. That was on the wrong side of the receiver again. That's the second throw of that nature here in this game, both resulting in picks, and they can't have those.
Yep, they'll try to stretch it left side, and the Browns are up to task. Short gain there. Really, really need a turnover or a stop here. Don't want the Dolphins to run away with this one quickly. Up the middle, Mostert breaking tackles. John Johnson shuts him down. 3rd and medium. Browns really need to stop here.
Yeah, this offense is high octane enough. You don't need to give them extra gasoline to their fire.
Bags. Yep.
Yeah.
Screen left side. What a play by Greg Newsome. He read it the whole way, and they'll lose 5. Wow.
That was a sweet play. Just really quickly to recognize what was going on there. He's in a great position, and then ran up and tried to make a play on the ball first. But really nicely done, and covering the man in space, and then refusing to allow him to get anywhere.
Indeed. Well, just like that, 31-yarder coming up. 41-yarder again for Sanders. His kick is up, and it is good. And so the Dolphins capitalize on Brissett's interception, but it's only 3, and the Browns are still down just by a touchdown now. But they have got to get something going. Play calling been a little bit suspect for the last quarter and a half or so.
Yep,
we do, Fellegren.
That's been one of our strengths this season. Has been our play calling has really been quite good.
Yep. All right, Brissett back to pass. Big blitz coming. They go quickly across the middle on the drag, and that's caught by Peoples-Jones for a short gain. I'll take that. I'll take 5 on first down. Brissett under center, Posek up the middle. Chubb, and he's going to fight his way for just a couple. Yards have been harder to come by. Here, as you can see, these 8-man Dolphin boxes. Now another 3rd and 3. They're going to pass out of it. Brissett, now he'll wiggle, now he'll throw back, and now he'll fire a dart to David Bell. Short gain, but a first down for the Browns, and they needed it. Van Ginkel, the linebacker, in coverage.
Yeah, gotta have that first down there, and yeah, they elect to pass for it. Interesting that I think they looked for a shot first, because he came checked down to that, but
yes, he did.
Instead of looking for, I guess they're trying to catch Miami.
Well, they've run that 3rd and 1 like fade a couple of times.
Yeah. In
real life.
Yeah.
To Cooper, which has been pretty wild. In fact, I don't think Cooper caught a pass in this game yet.
I don't remember calling his name.
Nice little cut by Kareem, but he's going to still be chopped down again. Look how many white jerseys are up at the line of scrimmage there, daring Brissett to throw out right now. And they'll run Chubb, and it doesn't matter if there's that many white jerseys. 45 to the 40, to the 35, and he'll break tackles all the way to the 34. What a run there for Nicholas Jamal Chubb.
Yeah, so well blocked up front here. The hole opened very quickly, and Chubb was right on it to the 2nd level and even to the 3rd. He just really quickly out there, and he does what he does best.
Sure did. Now Dearness Johnson checks into the game as well. And he'll get the football left side zone, 30 to the 25 to the 20, breaking tackles. Big run for Dearness. He's got 3 carries for 30 yards. Gosh.
Let's go. That's really fun to see him do that kind of stuff here because we know he's that good in real life. As a third running back, that's insane, but we'll certainly take it. And good to see the Browns finally having that success in the running game.
Yep, running again. Chubb, broken tackle, spin move, touchdown Browns! Chubb's into the end zone, and just like that, they go back to the bread and the butter, and a touchdown for the Browns.
Yeah, we've been calling for it, and look what happens. They finally got that blocking right. They finally figured out what they needed to do. They feed Chubb, they feed Hunt, they feed Johnson, and sure enough, they got all kinds of yards on the run. A couple passes in there, but for the most part, that drive was dominated by the run, and they just go back to what they needed to do. Now the passing lanes will start to open up, and hopefully they can hit Cooper here in this game, because he's such a dynamic piece of what they're trying to do as well.
8 plays, 75 yards, 353, and the Browns score a touchdown. Again, he had a couple out routes to Bell, and that third down conversion to David Bell as well. Actually, Peoples-Jones rather on the out routes, and then that third down conversion to David Bell. So let's see if that invigorates the Browns defense a little bit here. And finally, as you saw, that was Bradley Chubb again, who he sort of shoved out of the way, and then he broke the tackle of the safety, Eric Rowe. So maybe Madden finally learning that one guy in space is not just going to bring Nick Chubb down.
Yeah, indeed.
Which has been our pet peeve for 2.5 years of this game.
Yes.
20-20, 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports here. Fun sim for you tonight. Preview of what could be the real thing. If you'd like to join us and chat during the game, you can do that on our Discord channel. Use the invite link in the description of this video. Hop on the Discord channel with us. We promise we don't spam you with a bunch of messages, but we let you know in advance when we're going to sim. We chat random football and Browns things between sims, and then, yes, during the actual Browns games, we have a live game chat feature as well, where we celebrate or rant about what's happening in the game.
Right.
Trips to the left side, they're going to run out of it. Mostert hit at the line of scrimmage, but breaks a tackle. Now does some fancy footwork up to the 39. Nice run for him. He's up to 76 yards, and now they're going to go with a 13 personnel look. Back to pass Tua, little out route to one of those 3 tight ends, and that's Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, Diablo Posick has been great. I would extend him. I mean, I think he is worthy of an extension. He has been very solid. Remember he started out. It was snap 1 of the game that why am I blanking on his name? Nick Harris went down with that season-ending injury, which was really unfortunate for him. But Posick has not missed a step and has been very, very good. So now I would have no problem extending him. He's been just what we needed at center. Yep,
having two good ones is always a good thing. Up the middle, Deion Jones will fill up the gap, and now it's a 3rd and 2.
I actually think he's been better, especially in polling assignments. I think he's actually been better than J.C. Treader.
Yeah. Well, he's healthier. Treader's had been beat up for like the last 2 years.
Yep.
Yes, Fellegren, we did. Through a technical glitch on my part, operator error, I actually had to restart and redo our entire sim over again, our sim season over again. But doing that right after the trade deadline meant that all of the trades and numbers were accurate. So it actually saved me hours of work accidentally, but then Maeve gave me hours of work to have to force win all of the results. But we're here now, all good to go. The other thing I would say about the Posick extension is that whatever you have to do to keep Bill Callahan in Cleveland for as long as possible, like give him a mansion, give it, take away his passport, like whatever, like you can't leave, sir. What do you want? You want a trophy? Is Miles going to get home for a big sack? You want a statue of yourself outside the locker? Like whatever it's going to take. Bill Callahan is a national treasure.
Split a double team on the chip block too to do it. That was pretty sweet.
Nice sack there for Miles, right into the face of Tua. 2nd and 18 now as the Browns defense has been energized by that running game.
Yeah, but I'm completely with you. Callahan is one of the best things that has happened to this team since the return to the NFL of the franchise. I mean, he has been just incredible. I mean, think about Blake Hance and what he did in that was a dude off the street that the quarterback hadn't even met before. going out into the locker room to go out to play, you know, in a postseason game, right? It's just wild. What that guy can do. You know, he's great.
Tipped up in the air, and he goes to himself, Denzel! The third interception, or excuse me, the third turnover for the Browns defense is Denzel, little tip drill to himself.
Yeah, it was sweet, and we really needed that. He just was patient with this one. He saw the ball coming, tracked it nicely, got his hand on it, and then kept his eyes on the ball as it was still in the air. You notice how Waddle kind of lost track of it, but Ward not so. And Ward with an easy interception there in the end zone, and huge momentum shift there.
Yep, absolutely. Now the Browns with a 20-20 scoreline and a chance to push the ball down the field. Brissett's going to chuck it. They're going to go deep on the first one, and it's going to be Cooper, and he gets it knocked away.
Underthrown.
He took a shot to Cooper, and it was underthrown.
Yeah,
you're right. Exactly right. Here comes Kareem Hunt, and he's going to be swarmed immediately in the back by a couple of white jerseys, and now they're 3rd and long again. Not exactly what you want to do right after a turnover.
No.
Didn't even waste that much time in the process. Posick snaps back. Big blitz coming. Brissett will feel it. He'll throw right side, but Peoples-Jones is short of the line to gain by 2. And that'll be a 4th and 2 and probably a punt. Not sure if Sim Stefanski's quite gutsy enough to go for this one. That's the 4th catch of the day for Peoples-Jones. Still waiting for our first catch from Amari Cooper here today.
I mean, Real Stefanski would not only have gone for that, but probably called a QB sneak to go for that on 4th and 2.
Oh, two's a lot. 1 for sure. 2's a lot.
But then again, Brissett's gotten 7 on a QB sneak.
That's very true. Very true. Here comes Mostert up the middle. Will be ripped to the ground by Jordan Elliott. Mostert up to 84 yards now as he struggled to start the game, but it's really been solid. Browns still out rushing the Dolphins, 137-87. Play action for Tua, just against a 4-man rush. Out route to the tight end on the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds. 1 yard short, as that's Durham Smith, the tight end. Give it up the middle to Mostert, and he's got the first down. Taki read it, but he just needed inches, and he got about 1.5 yards there. First down. Dolphins here as we tick under 12 minutes to play at the conclusion of this play. Turn around again. They're going to give it to Mostert, right side. He's going to get near another first down. Tony Fields into the game now, coming to play some linebacker, and he'll get in there on the tackle, but 9.5. Picked up by Mostert. Play action boot now. Tua going to his strong side, and he'll get Hill coming back to the football. First down to the 33. Newsome in coverage, but Tyreek on a comeback route. Basically uncoverable. 11 minutes to go here in the game. 20-20 game. Dolphins creeping their way into field goal territory again. Browns defense has been great. Can they get another stop for their team? Little juke move for Mostert, and now taken to the ground. But he's over 100 yards now in the game. He's run well.
Yeah, he has.
103 now. Bo, thanks for asking. They'll move him out of the backfield. Tua now empty. Back to pass. Browns rush 4, but again, just a quick little slant again to Cedric Wilson. And Deion Jones will tackle him at that 5-yard gain. Enough for the first down. All right, A&B's calling for the pick. Tua has turned the ball over twice, and then, of course, Tyreek Hill fumbled once as well. Browns currently +1 in the turnover margin in this tie game. One of the more entertaining sims we've had in a while. It hasn't blown out one way or to other just yet. 3-step drop for Tua. Now he'll continue to move. Looked like Clowney's absolutely getting obliterated by Armstead. No call, and that completion's going to go very near. Look at that arm bar around Clowney's face. And McDonald looks at his surface, or McDaniel rather, sorry. And they're going to call it first down. I thought it was short, but they're going to say first down. So now a very, very long 1st and goal.
Yeah, that was definitely a generous spot.
Yep, little out route. Gesicki, touchdown. Delpit got there a little bit late. Emerson was underneath, couldn't get a paw on it. And Mike Gesicki into the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins, and they're going to take advantage of that drive and putting some points on the board. So now the Browns come from behind against a momentum-filled home team with 8:35 to go. 5 minutes on that drive as well. So again, the interception at the end zone was great, but the Dolphins had driven down, and then the Browns could do nothing. In fact, went backwards and then punted, and then right on down the field again. Got to continue to take advantage of their opportunities, and now they're going to have a pretty long field as Johnson takes it to the 17-yard line. Brissett will unfortunately probably start to go to the air more than he should, even though they've got plenty of time to run it. Actually, they'll run it here on first down. Nick Chubb, 20 to the 25, thrown down by both safeties simultaneously after a gain of 7. Turn around, right up the middle. Chubb kind of get dragged down from behind. He'll gain 1. Here's a 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they're sticking to this ground game at least in this drive.
Absolutely. Turn around again. Here comes Kareem trying the right side. First down to the 30, and I thought he was going to break 3. Nice run for Kareem. He's got 31 in the game now, and again, remember, about 35 yards receiving as well. And now Chubb back in on a pistol. Browns needing to... They're not in a rush, but they can't be lethargic here either. Kind of got to balance that. Here comes Chubb. Broken tackle through the middle, and he'll spin his way for 3 as he creeps towards 100. Well, they haven't yet so far, Mason. Trips to the right side. They'll run Chubb again. Up the middle. Spin move. First down to the 41-yard line. Give him the 42, and that puts him at exactly 100 yards on 17 carries for Nick Chubb.
Yeah, good to see him get that century mark, and good to see them continuing to pound the rock.
Turn around again. Nick Chubb right up the middle. Breaking tackles, just shoving. It's every time it's Bradley Chubb. Every time Chubb is shoving someone to the ground, it's number 2. 8 more yards for Nick. Diablo, you're talking about Van Ginkel, the linebacker. Here comes Chubb again. Another run, another first down. This is like that Falcons drive where they just handed it off 10 times in a row right down our throats.
Yeah, it is a lot like that.
And it's working.
It is
Don't
working.
stop.
No, definitely don't.
Chubb and Hunt into the game now. They're going to keep running him. Chubb, broken tackle to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. Spin move out of the way, and it'll get shoved out of bounds by 5 Dolphins. Nick Chubb to the 26.
Man, Nick Chubb is so much fun when he's in the zone. But
Oh,
then again, that's when he most looks like himself.
What a great run. You got Kareem as the lead blocker. He makes that one-man miss in the backfield. Second man miss there, and then it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white jerseys to push him out of bounds. I don't think they've thrown it all in this drive. They're inside the 25 now, or the 26 rather. Now they'll throw, and it's dropped by Harrison Bryant, and he had space.
Yeah, he did, and his hands are quite a bit better than that. That was stone hands action out there.
I don't know why he wouldn't have just kept handing the ball off. Here we go. Little pull from Teller. Ooh, looked like another horse collar that was not called. 3rd and 2.
I'm not sure they call that in this game, because we've seen a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right. We have. He'll throw on a 3rd and 2 now. Blitz coming. No! And it's thrown away, thankfully. Ugh. Why not just keep running?
Well, I don't know. The Browns probably go for this, especially if they're going to throw there. They'd probably go for it and run for it.
Here we go. Kareem Hunt lined up as the fullback. Nick Chubb behind him in the eye. They're going to give it to Chubb up the middle. Oh, first down if they give him the spot. They do. Wow. Oh, too close. Too close. Now on 1st and 10, under 2 minutes to go. They are really putting all of their ducks in scoring a touchdown on this drive. Now a quick little throw to the right side. Harrison Bryant, touchdown! He'll make up for it and he'll score, but did they score too soon?
Oh, man.
All the runs, and then you throw it to a wide open tight end. He makes one man miss. 2 guys dive for him, and a touchdown, Browns.
Well, now you're trusting your defense, and that's really what that means. You trust your defense, come out here, make a stop, either get a 3 and out, get a turnover, big play, a sack, put them in long yardage, something like that. But, I mean, This is a scary offense to be lining up against. So we'll see how that works out for him.
13 plays, 87 yards, and over 6 minutes. So, I mean, it was like 8 minutes to go, and they had it. That's a lot to ask. Not that it can't be done. They did their best. Now, 2:48 to go. We have got a whale of a game here at Nagy on Sports. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you. Appreciate everybody being on. Thank you so much to our subscribers. You guys are the best. If you hadn't had a chance to sub yet, we would appreciate that as we continue to push towards 1,000. And then YouTube will pay us. Pitch it very quickly to the left side. Mostert, he's got the corner to the 30, makes a man miss. And John Johnson did a really nice job. He didn't make the tackle, but he sort of pushed him back towards the middle. Otherwise, Mostert might have just gone. Sorry, Diablo. I was watching at 3:13 in the morning. What a champ. Give it up the middle again. Mostert, first down. Deion Jones will throw him to the ground, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here in Miami. This game's been as advertised. Two good football teams, 27-27 with 2 minutes to play. Tua's got a first down at his own 38-yard line. They're probably, Jason Sanders is probably from the 45-yard line, I would say. They're going to set up screen to the right side. Blown up again by Taven Bryan. No gain. Good play there by the defensive tackle.
Yeah, just read the polling lineman, stuck right on his man on his hip pocket, and then followed him all the way to the ball carrier.
Yep, back across his body, and Mostert's going to fight really hard. They're going to give him a first down.
Wow.
Thought that Jones had him short, but he fought real tough and real hard. Here's the slant for Hill, and the Browns do a good job of swarming, but they're getting perilously close to field goal range. Browns still with 3 timeouts. At some point, do you start taking some? Here's Waddle. Now they're definitely at field goal range, and Waddle, and the Browns do a good job of pushing him out of bounds, actually, to stop the clock.
This is
good
where
run after catch.
This is where a big sack or a turnover would be absolutely huge.
This is where that end of game time management from Madden, is going to really help us out. And now the Browns are going to force to be starting to call their timeouts as they hand that one off to Mostert. So they can hand it off 3 times. If they get a first down, the Browns will lose all of their timeouts and essentially have no time when they get the football back. Mostert again up the middle. Can we rip that ball out? It's hit, but then the Browns call a second timeout. So here's a 3rd and 3. Yeah, I think you got to give him a little love at the line for sure. Don't let him get into that stride. 3rd and 3 now. Browns expecting run, double tight end set. Actually 13 personnel rather, as tight end on the right side. Mostert, there's the first down. Should have just let him score.
Yep.
That's what I would have done.
The end zone there.
If you're going to get the first down, push him into the end zone if you got to. Browns are going to call their last timeout. And now with 49 seconds, the Dolphins just need to screw it up. That's really the only way the Browns have a shot here. They'll run again. Backfield play, or unless the Browns get a big stop or a big turnover, they're going to let this thing run all the way down, I guess. And now they'll call their first timeout with 31 seconds. It's been a great game. It would stink to lose here on an end-of-game field goal. They're going to go I formation here with 31 seconds again. It would be a puke moment here. They're going to pull Austin Jackson, the guard. It's Jeff Wilson, and the Browns are going to get him to the ground, and then they'll call their second timeout here, now 3rd and 11. And sometimes you see teams line up for it on 3rd down in case there's some sort of problem. They're going to go ahead and run another play out of the pistol, giving the Browns a potential chance to rip the football out, and they cannot. Clowney will get him down at the 18. Mostert up to 130 yards in this game. And now the Dolphins will let this thing run down. They're not going to call their last time out. They're just going to run the field goal team out quickly. And now he ices his own kicker with 2 seconds left. What in the world?
Yeah, that's a chip shot, but...
Yeah, it is. Here's Sanders from 35 to win the game, or we're going to overtime. Sanders' kick is up, and it is good. Dolphins will win on the last second field goal, 30-27. What a fun game, back and forth, but at the end of the day, the Browns, their final scoring drive, maybe they did score too soon.
They did.
And they gave enough time for the Dolphins in their 3 timeouts to get down into field goal range. And Jason Sanders does kick it through. Hey, John, welcome in. It was a fun one. You should watch. Hey, Lamar, welcome in. It has been a while. Hope you're doing well. So that is unfortunately going to do it here today. Great sim, back and forth, offense, defense, and some field goals as well. Kit, why don't you wrap it up for us, and I'll cycle through some stats.
Yeah, it was obviously off to a very quick start, and then it kind of hit some doldrums there in the middle, but then it picked itself back up again. We saw some really exciting running action from Nick Chubb. Saw some bit inexcusable attempts to throw the ball when you should have been running it with Nick Chubb in the zone, but I don't trust Madden fully with that, as we've seen in the past. But situational football in this one really is what probably cost the Browns this game.
Indeed, it certainly felt like it. 15 of 28 today for Brissett for just $158, the 2 touchdowns and the 2 interceptions. Chubb was great, 22 for 142 and a touchdown, had 13 broken tackles in this one. Kareem added 31 and Dearness added 30 as well. But Kareem Hunt is your leading receiver, and again, 30 of those were on his touchdown run on the very, very first offensive play of the day for the Browns, just 4 for Peoples-Jones, 2 for Schwartz, 2 for Bell, and yeah, I do not see Amari Cooper's name on that reception sheet at all, and that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
how about
problem.
Deion Jones with 20 tackles today, 10 for John Johnson III. Miles with a sack and a half, halves for Elliott and Clowney as well. And then the 2 picks by Ward and Johnson of Tua. But again, tough game, back and forth it went. You can see the little scoring graph, but a fun one, and we appreciate you being on. Again, the good news is, for those playing attention at home, usually when the Browns have one thing happen in the sim, the other thing happens in real life. So,
or at least this season it's been that way.
Yeah. Hey, Leroy, welcome in. But yes, this season it certainly has felt like that, and I am not going to accidentally oversave over this outcome and mess us up again, just in case the Browns take care of it for real. So, again, appreciate everybody being on with us tonight. This one was a blast. Great to be back. We'll take it all the way till the end of the season together now. Hope you can join us here at Nagy on Sports for Kit Nagy out on the left coast, Phil Nagy here in Central Ohio. Again, we really appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to sub the channel, we would very much appreciate that as well. So you can see the rest of the slate of games for Week 10. Enjoy them. And we already know that Carolina won that really, really gross game yesterday with the Falcons as well. So, all right, appreciate everybody being on. You guys have a good one. Again, stay tuned for our Keys to the Game videos coming at you sometime tomorrow, and then again, hop on the game chat with us on Sunday, 1 o'clock, live from Miami. You guys are the best. Have a great night. Be safe. Today we will say go Dolphins, and as always,
Go